Okay, I'm not an early adopter in this stuff, but I had a problem with my magneto speed where I was trying to test a 30-30 Winchester in a Marlin 336. And if you're familiar with those rifles, you understand that the rifle has a magazine that sits underneath the barrel, and it also has a fore-end that's attached to the barrel with multiple barrel bands and everything else that's attached to the barrel. So when I screwed down and clamped down my magneto speed to the gun, it destroyed the accuracy, turned it into a shotgun pattern. So I got ticked off and I bought this guy. This thing here happens to be about the most simple thing in the world to use. You set it up, you select your velocity range, and you go to town. It's simple, reliable. I tested this thing out over the weekend. Me and my daughter were shooting a 600-yard F-class match, and it ran flawlessly. It didn't drop a shot. It picked everything up perfectly. I didn't have to sit there and try to play with settings, play with sensitivity, play with aiming the thing. I just walked right up, set it down to her rifle, and while she was shooting, I could walk up next to her shooting rest and set the thing down and right next to her rifle, and the thing starts picking up the shots like it's going out of style. Wasn't picking up anything coming from the rifles that were next to us, which were about 3 to 4 feet away. So it has a good way of discriminating against errant shots that are going off next to you. But I'll tell you what, I'm not a rich guy. This thing was expensive, $600. But I'd do it again in a heartbeat. The only thing that I don't like about it, and I'm not so sure that it's going to create an issue, but the only thing I don't like about it is I cannot directly, with the company condoning myself doing it, replace the battery if the battery dies in this thing. So we'll see how that goes. I guess we send it back to Garmin to see about replacing the battery if the battery ever dies in this thing, or maybe I'll take the thing apart after the warranty's expired and go from there. But I don't know. Comes with a neat little cheapy tripod that gets all the, it works. It's light. The thing is tiny. Look at that. It's just a little bit bigger than the palm of the whole of your hand there. It's not a big deal. This thing, it'll get lost. So, yeah, I'm not going to go through and test it and show it. There's plenty of videos out there of guys that got this thing sent to them as an early release about 3 months ago, 4 months ago. Garmin hit this thing out of the park. It's perfect. I got no complaints. It works perfect. Well, it's $600. That's the only thing I can complain about. So, yeah, if you can afford it, I highly suggest pick this sucker up. Either that or get one of those really cheap magneto speeds or really cheap lab radars that's coming out on the market, because everybody's buying this thing and dumping their old chronos. So, just a quick note. Have a good one.